now we have some news coming in. The Prime Minister has spoken to Sharad Pawar on the sad demise of Ajit Pawar and expressed his condolences. Uncle Sharad Pawar has spoken to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Ajit Pawar's funeral is tomorrow. That's the big story that we have for our viewers at this point in time. Antim sanskar, the NCP has said, is going to be held tomorrow. It was being speculated that perhaps the cremation would be carried out today, but right now we do have some clarity on that front, where we do know that the antim sanskar would be carried out tomorrow. Also, the Prime Minister has spoken to Sharad Pawar.
Oh yes, absolutely, Sneha. And let's not forget, Prime Minister had also put out that tweet for Ajit Pawar, where he said that he was a leader of the people. He had strong grassroots level connect. He was widely respected as a hardworking personality at the forefront of serving the people of Maharashtra. His understanding of administrative matters and passion for empowering the poor and downtrodden was also noteworthy. His untimely demise, extremely shocking and saddening. Condolences to the family. And exactly right after that, we see how Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also spoken to Uncle Sharad Pawar on the phone, mourning the loss of Ajit Pawar. The latest, of course, coming in of how Ajit Pawar's funeral will now be conducted tomorrow. We've seen several leaders who've touched down in Baramati. Of course, Ajit Pawar's family, who are already at that hospital, including his wife Sunitra Pawar and sister Supriya Sule. But most importantly, so many of his supporters who are at that hospital right now as they mourn the death of Ajit Pawar. At 8:30 this morning, he was to be in Baramati for several public meetings that were to be held ahead of the local polls in Baramati. In fact, he was also to meet several grassroots leaders. But while all of that was part of schedule, the plane unfortunately crashed. 5 people on board, including Ajit Pawar, all passed away. And now in the latest, we see these pictures from the hospital in Baramati, where his family, friends, supporters who gathered in huge numbers to mourn the loss of Ajit Pawar. The funeral that we understand will be conducted tomorrow.
That's right. Images are from a while ago. Supriya Sule, the cousin of Ajit Pawar, and of his wife Sunitra Pawar, also is a member of parliament from Rajya Sabha, on your screens at this point in time. On the right side of his screens, images from earlier today where the wreckage of the aircraft, the ill-fated aircraft, is seen that has killed Ajit Pawar, the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Earlier, a sea of supporters, like Suesha was pointing out, gathered right at the hospital in Baramati, which is the home turf of Ajit Pawar, of the Pawars as well. And supporters gathered there as the mutilated body of Ajit Pawar was rushed in to the hospital. I'm going to go straight across to Preeti, also getting in more details on that story. Preeti, we hear that the last rites, the funeral, is going to be held at 11 a.m. tomorrow.
Well, correct, Sneha. There was an understanding earlier that possibly the funeral and the last final rites of the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra would have been held at 5 p.m. this evening. Primarily the Governor, the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister in terms of Eknath Shinde, all 3 of them had left for Baramati. But understanding now with the family's wishes, because the entire family needs to come together. We already have Sunitra Pawar along with Supriya Sule and Sharad Pawar and the various brothers of Ajit Pawar and sister of Ajit Pawar there. Ajit Pawar has 2 sons. One is Jai Pawar, the other one is Parth Pawar. Parth Pawar with his wife is already in Baramati. His son Jai Pawar needs to also come in with his wife, the daughter-in-law of Ajit Pawar. And will all of this be done at about 5 p.m.? It is already 3 p.m. And there is an understanding in Hindu customs and traditions that the cremation take place before the sunset.
Absolutely.
Earlier on, keeping in mind the enormity of the tragedy, the manner in which the charred remains of the Deputy Chief Minister were found, where he was only recognized by the virtue of the watch that he was wearing, that one quickly goes through the cremation process. But there is also not just the Pawar clan, there is also the legacy of Ajit Pawar. There is an irony to all of this. He's the one who nurtured Baramati. He breathed his last in this air crash in Baramati. And there would be people who have already started walking. We know of our correspondents and reporters who have been trying to make their way to Baramati from various parts of Maharashtra, be it Mumbai, Pune, and they are caught in, a sea of traffic.
Yes.
People across the area of Baramati, are making their way, and the belt where the Pawars have significant clout to Baramati. They want to pay their final respects. So maybe to honor that as well, the legacy of Ajit Pawar. Now the state funeral will be according to the Deputy Chief Minister tomorrow 11 a.m. 3 days of mourning, Sneha, has already been announced by the Chief Minister where the state of Maharashtra is concerned.
Right, right. Preeti, I request you to stay on with us.